Government no longer placing girls in young offender institutions, and this is in the UK. Vulnerable girls sentenced to youth custody will no longer be placed in young offender institutes. Ministers have acted immediately to end practices of placing girls in young offender institutes following recommendations from Susanna Hancock's independent review. Uh, let me summarize this. For young girl offenders in the UK, they are no longer being locked up. Instead, they are being put in homes. But I'll get more into it. The intervention will ensure girls are always placed in settings more suited to their needs, such as secure schools or secure children's homes. Now, these will be like, I don't know, let's say the teenage offenders, whether they stab someone or whatever they might do. They're going to be like, oh, we have a nice home for you. I mean, sure, these homes won't be ideal, but they're only doing this for the female youth. And this is coming from their studies. Girls in custodies are often victims themselves with complex mental health issues, mental health and emotional needs. Ending their placement in YOIs for good is a first start in drastically improving the support they receive to turn their lives around. And I'm thinking, whether this is a good move or a bad move, I can't really speak on it. But why are they only doing this for the girls?
Those homes that they are probably going to put those girls in, those girls are going to be groomed. Probably.
Those girls are fucked, literally and metaphorically. Yeah, I mean, whether this is going to be harder on them or easier on them, I don't know. But let's say their intent really is to make it less mentally damaging on them. Why are they only offering this to girls? It's like, oh, they're just sweet little girls. So what if they castrated someone or threw acid in somebody's face? Let's put them in this nice home, you know. Let's assume that their intentions are to make it easier on them, which is basically what they're saying here.
But
So you really have to think about that. They are only offering this to girls now, and again, this might be worse on them than putting them in, whatever their equivalent of reform school is. But the point is they're doing it to make it easier on them because their studies show that it was damaging on young girls to basically imprison them in some form or another. But I'm going, wait. So what? The boys is like, oh no, fuck them, fuck them. Let's throw them straight into the pit.
well, what a lot of people that do this kind of thing don't realize is the male psyche is just as fragile, if not more, because men have an ungodly standard they have to be a part of. They have to. It's like, oh, you're a man, so you don't get to have emotions, or you're a man and you have to go to war, and you're a man and you don't get these rights and all this. You don't feel pain. What are you talking about? And blah blah.
So now Hook is very knowledgeable on things. He says they'll be doing the same play as what they did in Germany, where they stick the girls in pedophile homes and it'll be mostly Jewish homes. Now this is in the UK. Some of you are more familiar than I am with how it is over there. But I'm not saying that it's not possible. It could very well be some such scenario as that.
Hey, there's Charlie Nuclear.
Hey, welcome, Charlie Nuclear. But let's see. Whatever the case, the outcome of this going, let's take it easier on the girls and put them in homes. I don't foresee a better outcome whatsoever from this. Not only is it like, oh, think of the girls and the hell with the boys. Not only is it that, but they are subjecting these girls to potentially more than if they just put them in youth jails.
Yeah. Because girls
Oh,
are
hey,
not.
we have Jumanja, however you say that, talking about they had a parent that did programming. Charlie Nuclear here is in the programming. as someone that could speak to you more on more of a level on that than I could. I mean, I have limited, very limited programming experience, virtually none. Okay, but what were you saying?
I don't know now. I was gonna say something. I forgot. I'm sorry.
Okay, then.
But anyway, I just girls are not innocent. They're really not. A lot of them aren't. And
Well, in my experience, and all of our experiences vary, but in my experience, girls are way more devious than boys are.
well, they're taught to be. They're taught to be. They're taught how to do that at a very young age.
Well, especially in this day and age, they're taught they can do no wrong. Everything is girl power, and everything they do is right. And of course, they hit a certain age, and everybody treats them like a sweet little angel because they're trying to get something out of them. So they grow up very conceited and feeling very desired and feeling like, as the old saying goes, the world is their oyster.
And I'm gonna say something else. Is probably not popular opinion, but I think that's why a lot of the men now are going trans is because they can't get ahead anyway else.
Well, part of it, I mean, I'm not saying speaking for all of them, but some number of them are doing it because they want to have that power. They want to be like, I'm a girl, treat me like this, and I want to be desirable, and I want all the people to want me and to bend over backwards for me. And there's a good amount of them that's getting into it solely for that.